As the world becomes more digitized, online account management is becoming increasingly essential. Every online account, including social media, email, and banking, must be secured to protect user information from potential cyber attacks. Cyber attackers are always on the lookout for vulnerable online accounts to steal sensitive information such as login credentials, credit card information, and even identities. Fortunately, there are best practices that users can follow to safeguard their online accounts. One of the essential practices in secure online account management is to use strong and unique passwords for all online accounts. A strong password should contain a minimum of 8 characters, including a combination of letters, symbols, and numbers. Users should avoid using passwords that are easily guessable or common, e.g., 123,456 or password. In addition to creating strong passwords, users should use a unique password for each online account to prevent attackers from accessing multiple accounts in the event of a breach. Using a password manager can be helpful in creating and storing complex passwords securely. Another crucial practice is to enable two-factor authentication 2FA on all accounts that support it. 2FA is an additional layer of security that requires a user to provide 2 forms of identification to access their accounts. A typical 2FA method involves receiving a one-time code via text message, email, or a code generator app. By enabling 2FA, the user will be notified immediately if someone tries to log into their account without their permission. Users should also be careful with the information they share online, especially when it comes to social media. Publicly sharing personal information, such as date of birth, address, and phone number, can provide cyber attackers with the necessary information to launch targeted attacks. Users should also be mindful of the photos they post, as some images may contain sensitive information such as home security systems, bank details, passwords, or other personal data. Additionally, users should regularly update their operating systems and software applications to ensure their accounts remain secure. Outdated systems or apps with known vulnerabilities can leave accounts open to attack. Keeping software up to date is an effective strategy to protect against both old and new cyber threats. It is advisable to ensure that all online accounts have an appropriate level of privacy settings. For example, a user can limit the visibility of their social media profile or shorten their profile information. Users can also customize their privacy settings to allow only friends and family to interact with their account or limit search engines from indexing their profiles. Users should also be wary of phishing scams, which are a common strategy attackers use to steal login credentials. Generally speaking, a phishing email will mimic a legitimate email from a reputable company and ask the victim to enter their login credentials or click on a malicious link. Once the attacker obtains this data, they can use it to access the user's account. To avoid phishing scams, users should never click on links in suspicious emails, and they should check for suspicious signs, such as spelling errors or uncommon sender addresses. Lastly, users must be vigilant with all their online accounts, including those that they no longer use. If an account is no longer being used, it is logical to eliminate it entirely, as keeping a dormant account is just an invitation for the attacker to target a compromised account. Unused accounts can be manipulated by cybercriminals and used for malicious purposes. Secure and robust online account management practices should be adopted to protect personal and business accounts from potential cyber attacks. By choosing secure passwords, enabling 2FA, being careful with information sharing, keeping software up to date, adjusting privacy settings, avoiding phishing scams, and paying attention to all online accounts, users can ensure their information is safe and secure. While cyber threats can never be completely eliminated, users can take necessary precautions to limit and manage the risk.